A demigod emerges. Birth and early life of Achilles. Thetis, a goddess of the sea, dipped her infant son into the river Styx. She held him by the heel. This ritual was meant to grant him immortality. It was a mother's desperate attempt to cheat fate. But the heel remained dry, untouched by the magical waters that became his only vulnerability. This child was Achilles. He was destined for greatness, but also for tragedy. He was the son of a goddess and a mortal king, Peleus. Achilles was born into a world on the brink of war. Even as a child, Achilles displayed superhuman strength and agility. He was a prodigy with the spear and sword. His father, recognizing his extraordinary potential, entrusted him to Chiron, the wise centaur. In the wilds of Mount Pelion, Achilles honed his skills. He learned the arts of war and the ways of men. Chiron instilled in him courage, honor, and a fierce loyalty to his comrades. This would define his life. Achilles blossomed under Chiron's tutelage. He became a formidable warrior. He was faster than the wind. He was stronger than any mortal. But within him always lingered the knowledge of his destined fate, the knowledge of his vulnerable heel. This fueled his ambition and shadowed his every move. A sacred bond, Achilles and Patroclus. In the court of King Peleus, a young prince named Patroclus arrived. He was seeking refuge. He had accidentally killed another boy. Achilles, though initially hesitant, befriended the exiled prince. Their bond deepened, blossoming into a profound friendship. It was a bond forged in mutual respect, understanding, and love. Patroclus became Achilles' closest confidant. He was a calming influence on the fiery Achilles. He was a voice of reason in the face of Achilles' impulsive nature. They trained together, fought side by side, and shared their hopes and dreams. Their bond became a sacred pact, unbreakable in the face of any adversity. It was a testament to the power of companionship amidst the chaos of war. The Myrmidons, Greece's most elite warriors. Word of Achilles' prowess spread like wildfire. It reached the ears of kings and generals across Greece. When Agamemnon, the king of Mycenae, called upon the greatest heroes to join the war against Troy, Achilles answered the call. He did not go alone. With him went his loyal Myrmidons. The Myrmidons were an elite force of warriors. They were unmatched in their ferocity and skill. They were trained in the arts of war by Achilles himself. They were fiercely loyal to their leader. They would follow him into the very heart of danger without question or hesitation. The Myrmidons became a force to be reckoned with on the battlefields of Troy. Their very name struck fear into the hearts of their enemies. The Trojan War raged for years. Achilles and his Myrmidons were instrumental in the Greek siege of Troy. But the war took its toll. It tested the limits of human endurance. It exposed the depths of human cruelty. The abduction of Helen had sparked this conflict, but pride, greed, and a lust for power kept it aflame. Then came the day that changed everything. Patroclus, in a moment of selfless courage, entered the fray wearing Achilles' armor. He fell to the Trojan prince, Hector. The news of Patroclus' death shattered Achilles. It unleashed a torrent of grief and rage within him. He swore vengeance. He became a whirlwind of destruction. His grief was palpable on the battlefield. It was a force of nature that consumed everything in its path. Fueled by grief and rage, Achilles challenged Hector to single combat. The plains outside the walls of Troy became their arena. The eyes of two armies watched, their fates hanging in the balance. Their duel was a clash of titans. It was a spectacle of speed, strength, and skill. Both warriors fought with the fury of men possessed. They fought for their honor, their people, and their beliefs. In the end, Achilles struck Hector down. He dragged Hector's lifeless body around the walls of Troy. It was a final act of defiance. It was a chilling display of grief's dark power. Achilles' triumph was short-lived. He knew his fate. Paris, Hector's brother, shot an arrow guided by the god Apollo. It struck Achilles in his vulnerable heel. He fell, a god brought low by a mortal wound. His death sent shockwaves through both armies. The Greeks mourned him as their greatest hero. His name echoed through the ages. He became a legend whispered on the lips of poets and storytellers. Achilles' tale became a warning. It was a saga of the fleeting nature of life and the devastating consequences of unchecked rage. His story is a reminder that even the greatest of heroes are not immune to fate. It is a testament to the enduring power of friendship, loyalty, and the indelible marks we leave on the world even long after we are gone.